This game actually is a paperboard game. The software just let people able to play the game on the computer by recreating the map and the units. So as I said, this is Antietam. It's a whole Civil War Brigade series. And if we zoom in, Sharpsburg is actually Antietam. The Confederates they call it Sharpsburg, but Union they call it Antietam. So the National Park Service they considered the name to be Antietam National Battlefield. I thought I already moved some units over here. Oh, yes, I did. So this is a cornfield. So when we visit Antietam, we will go over there. So this is the initial morning sunrise engagement between the Union and the Confederates. I just pulled 4 units from the Union side and the Confederate side. No meaning, I just did. And these are Jackson guys. So this is a misprint typo instead of Jones. It should be Jackson. And the Union is just the Union, the Double A division. So first corps, first division, second brigade, and likewise second corps. The Jackson's brigade, division, and then the Stonewall brigade. So okay, fine. So so because this is World War II, the Union, the Civil War era. So basically, their firepower was really weak. Maximum range is for rifles only 2 axes. So basically, they have to go pretty much right next to each other before they can begin to fire each other. So if we flip this over, which is actually all the essential infos on the backside. Again, this is a game design by this designer, whoever he is. Dean Isaac, so it's fine. He died already, but really nice game. The big letters means the morale level. A, the best, B, and C, and so on. And then flip this over also. This game series is not too simple. Actually, let's not get distracted. They also have like the order table before they will implement the order, and there's also a call stoppage, which I don't see. Maybe find it later. You also have to roll in order for the core units to be able to carry out their attack. Oh, right here. Yeah, so, and this is, huh? Okay, maybe some of all the tables are not entered into the software, but it's fine. But anyway, as I said, this is the morale level. I'll explain that later. And the little letter is the firepower. Of course, it's like A, B, A, C, B, 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 and so on. So, of course, A is stronger and so on. But the funny thing is that only a maximum of 1A firepower can fire out 1 hex. So actually, BBBCC firepower is fine. So you refer to the table again. So this is C. So if it's A, hex 2 is 2, and then you go from there. So the maximum is only 1/8 of each hex. As I said, maximum range is 2. Close combat means assault into the hex, and 1 is 1. So for instance, this is 2. So making more realistic, probably should be here. Okay, so something like this. All right. So for example, this one is double A. So only one A can fly out of the hex, so the other A is so wasted. So what the game does is, if I move this guy here, so here I can extend the unit if I can find, so it will become something like this. So this is an extension in the ball game. There's an arrow pointing this way, so this is tied into this unit. So in other words, now I should have done this before a little bit earlier. So marker blah blah blah. So I need to bring one this here. I bring another one here, just to illustrate. So that's why I told you the game is not that simple, even using the computer software. What the heck? Okay. All right. So, huh? Oh, A does not need any counters. Okay, fine. Okay, so actually we don't need this. So once unlocked, that means it's A. So this is A firepower, A firepower, A B firepower, A B B B C C firepower. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one engagement. So let's say in this game, actually the Union in real life attack first at dawnbreak, but in this game the defenders can open fire first. They backwards, but again, there's a wall. So we refer to the little table again. This is B, right? So B at hex 1, the firepower is only 2, really minimal firepower. So this is B, the firepower is 2. They can only fight against one hex. So let's say this one fight against this guy here. And then we will consult the table again. Where'd it go? Like zillion. Okay, right here. So, uh, remember B 5 level means 2 5 points, so it will be very weak. 2. Okay, so you have to roll a die, actually 2 dice. So let's roll 2 dice. Why there's so many here? Okay, let's do only 2. So this is a combined total die roll, so this will be so weak 4. So firepower 2, die roll is 4, so no losses, but we do have to check morale at M minus 2. So M minus 2 means you check morale table up 2 levels, so 2 rows. So it's not minus, it's M dash 2. Okay, so that means we have to so there are no losses, but we have to consult the morale table, and we have to do a die roll again. All right, so this is not combined together, so actually we should use this instead. Okay, fine. What the? Okay, fine. I don't need this. So combat is 617. Morale is 3 and 4. So we so this is what this is a A level, which is good quality. So A level, I'll go with it is 3 4, 2 die but not combined. So A4, actually we go up 2 rows, so that means we go up to here. So 30, 30 what? 34. So no effect, so they are just normal. So that's why there's a lot of stuff to do. M2, I don't have to check for stragglers. So they fire defensive fire first, so now this will fire. So AA is separated into A and A, so they will fire the maximum fire level of A. So if we consult the chart again, so this is A, range of 1, so this time he has 4. So, okay, not too bad, but this is the best he could do. So he will fire away at 4. Let's roll the die again. So let's do it all together. So combat is 4 and 4 is 8. All right, so if we consult the table, so the loss table, yeah, come on. Okay, right here. So 4, so somewhere here. So the die roll is 8, 8 cross reference over to 4. So 1 loss. So when there's actual loss, they need to do the morale check and also do the straggler check and so on. Okay, so it's 1. All right. Okay. All right. So this one, he suffered a loss of 1. Where's the loss markers? Huh. Okay, maybe tedious game. I told you this. Losses. And my eyes are no good. Ah, shoot. Oh. Okay, here. So put it here. So this will be under here. Okay, so to designate is a loss of 1. The okay, and then we do have to check for stragglers. So stragglers is 5. So let's bring out the table again. So stragglers table. It's a loss of 1 or through 1. Okay. So what was the die roll again? Stragglers is 5. 5. What level is it? Level morale level is A, not bad. A, roll of 5. So there are no no stragglers, so it's a whole unit, so it's fine. And okay, but I use to check for morale also. Morale is let me check the morale. This is A unit, and morale is referral is 32. Morale is A. 32 also no effect. So basically, the end result, morale remains the same, and actually this is a big unit. Why is the morale so weak? Okay, so I guess that's the way he designed the game. And also, in addition to that, we have to keep track of all the losses. Okay, even though I have one underneath the counter here. So actually, could get rid of this. The Union, I mean the Confederate. So I picked the second corps, the Jackson unit. So we had to go down here, second corps, the Jackson unit, and who's the first guy? Uh, so this is the flip this over again. So this is the stock brigade. So we have to, if we plan this for real. So Johnson, not Johnson, I mean Jack, second corps, second corps, the Jackson unit, stock. So we need to mark off one here as a loss. So next time you have another loss, you make a mark and so on. So by the time it gets here, his brigade will be wrecked. If that's a straggler, instead of X, you just put a slash across it. So this is how we, track the game. So, and then we do it for all these guys. At this coast range from the Civil War era, the terrain does not make any big difference. The cornfield actually no impact. Maybe the higher elevation here might have some impact, whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but this is how you play the game. So it is quite a intense game. So all right, I think I'll stop here. So give you some idea. So actually, the game itself is fun because this is a Civil War era game. It's really tedious. So the game series, I think, from playtester standpoint, is fine. Actually, it's a little bit too detailed actually, and actually, there's also facing involved also, but this is all frontal. So if this guy is actually facing uh, actually he should be like this, I mean clockwise, so it should be like this. Yeah. Okay. Jesus, there's so many sides. Okay, so now facing each other. So actually, if this is facing this way, that means backwards. When he's shooting from the flank position, they get some modifiers for that, but maybe we'll go into that. So if you look at this again, yeah, see, so if it's uphill, far against upslope, there's a -1 adjustment and not too much more adjustments, but basically, yeah, so, and for morale, there's also some actually a little bit more adjustments. So when it's the status, right? So right now, no effect. The last time, 2 times that I played, but not shaken or disorganized or route, then it was some impact on future morale checks and so on. So yeah, Bloodlust is really unique for this game series. So it's good. Yeah, they have its own separate table for that. So yeah, now they're gone similar to they're gone crazy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so yeah, not too bad. Yeah, yeah. And before I sign off, looking at the map again, Antietam, Sharpsburg, from if you're from the south, if you're from the north, just call Antietam. The battlefield. Actually, there are two portions of the battle over here and down over here. So, and there's a bridge over here called the Burnside Bridge, which we will visit. Actually, I posted a picture of that on Facebook. Uh, that's the Burnside Bridge. Right here. Make it big and bigger. So this is the Burnside Bridge, the infamous bridge. So Yeah, a lot of people, the soldiers died trying to get across the Union to the Confederates, but they were not successful. When they finally broke through, I mean, went across the bridge, the reformers came up. So, and Burnside, actually the name of the general is called Burnside. So today, the when man the heck of the sideburns actually came from him because you ever look at his photos, Burnside bushy sideburns. So that's where sideburns came from him. So and this is the sunken road, which is they call this Birdie Lane. So we will visit this also right next to the cornfield. And I think I also posted a picture of this on Facebook. You know, yeah, the current sunken road and the current Burnside Bridge. So, yeah. Okay, that's it.